Welcome back, guys. It is Eric from the Ancient of Days YouTube channel. Today is the 17th of April 2022. So today we're going to look at some footage from the 15th when I was outside in my backyard recording the full moon that night with the P900. Now I also have a BitChute channel and a backup channel. All the links are in the box, guys. Please subscribe to both my backup and to BitChute, because I'll be uploading more frequently to BitChute in the weeks ahead. Okay, so anyways, today we're going to look at some footage from the moon, just a little short clip. And what we're really going to look at today is because on this video here, if you remember, they came from beneath, AI targeted. The technological terror is completed. Well, I was ending the 7-month investigation of the tree structures that were constructed in the backyard. They have clandestine antenna. They have a weapon system for directed energy. All this has been proven out and shown in many, many videos, as well as these bizarre creatures that seem not to be humanoid out there. Okay, so they're very large. I was out there the other night and there was a presence, a dark presence in the wooded area. I was maybe 50 to 70 feet max from the tree line, and I could hear all kinds of noise in the trees, and it just was a dark presence out there that night. Then what I captured is one of these things, I believe, because we're going to take a good look at this. The volume's off. See that thing crawling across? Follow the cursor that's there. See that? I got it at a quarter speed here. These things move really quickly, okay? And they don't look humanoid. Let's see if we bring them back one more time. Because I said I wasn't going to talk about the trees any longer, you know, due to the technology that's in there that needs to be obtained, unless something crazy happens. Well, something crazy happened when I was recording the other night all of the light pulse flashes that were taking place. Because these light pulse flashes are what are called directed energy weapons. Okay, so there you go. You see that thing crawling across, scaling upside down across the tree line. And in the video, you actually see that these creatures actually crawl in and out of a crawl space. Okay, so let's get into the footage, because I want to show you this tonight and then get into the videos that I have been working on for next week. I'm looking to do 2 videos a week, but I wanted to get this footage out and share it with you guys because it is Sunday night and give you something to look at. Plus, this was a tremendous experience for me. I already did this video. Actually, I did it with the mic off. So this time we got the mic on. Let's do it again. What you're going to witness here, this was when I came out on the 15th. Beautiful full moon. But quite windy out that night. Now there was this entity that we have seen in previous vids, that those black entities that transit the moon. Well, they also transit the sky. They are all over the sky during the day and at night. I have footage both day and night. And this here, you'll see in the pitch black sky, this thing travel across at a speed that is so incredible, it is way beyond the human eye. And you'll see the way that it moves as I slow it down. Just like all the other beings that I captured, it flows and goes up and down in a pattern like this. And it actually almost shapeshifts. It doesn't appear solid. And at one point, it certainly appears to have a tail. Let's look. Keep an eye right here, and you're going to see this thing go whipping by, and then we slow it down and look at it, and we'll continue to talk. Let's watch. There we go. Now we slow it down. It's 50%. Now this is 20%. Look at this. And this is 10%. Okay, and we're going to slow it down here. Now we're at 0.01%. Okay, look at how the shape of it right here. We've been looking at these things, and it almost looks like something's right behind it. It's not solid. If it was solid, it wouldn't change shape so much. Let's continue to watch. Okay, because as it travels right there, look at how now it looks like a worm. Okay, it's got the body here and then like a tail that goes up, because these things literally flow like they're swimming. I want you to recognize the signature maneuvers in which the way this thing actually moves and transits. Okay, you see that? How it goes up and down, up and down. Look at this, okay? Now we're going to back it up so you can see that little thing again. Transit the moon at the pace that you could maybe see with your naked eye. Okay, here we go. You ready? Watch right here. This is the same entity, only now it's transiting across the bright moon rather than the pitch black sky. Watch this. That's original speed. That's half speed. Look at how it wobbles as it moves, and then when we stop it, it's the exact same entities that I've been capturing the entire time ever since the summer solstice of 2019. Let's keep watching. This thing rocks back and forth. This is an ethereal being transiting the moon. Okay, let's watch. As it goes, do you see how, let me back it up a little bit here. As it backs up, look at right there, is like where it looks like it has wings flapping. And then as it moves forward, look at it. Then at that point it gets real small. Just like it has that little dangly piece right here. Just like it was when we caught it going across the pitch black sky. It looks to have a tail, just like a stingray. I've been saying this for at least a couple of years now, guys. Okay, let's keep watching it. No bird or bat or anything moves in that fashion or in this speed. It just does not happen. And this has the exact same signature maneuvers of the transit that was going across the pitch black sky. Instead, this one is going across the moon. Last time, one last look, and then we'll get into the next footage. Pretty amazing, right? Right there, it looks like it's got wings. And then right there, it looks like it's got a tail. And right there, it changes shape again. This was on the 15th of April, 2022. Now, most of this is muted because I was talking about people that live around me, so I can't have that on audio. But I want you to notice how these pulses of light, which are actually dielectric lenses within the trees and around my property that they use to target harass me with directed energy weapons. I've shown this in many, many videos. So we're also going to look at the tree line where I was about, 50 to 70 feet away from this thing that actually came out of the tree, walked across for the entire time I was likely out there. Let's watch. Targeting me. Okay, this is what I'm trying to show you here. Right here, look at this flashing. You see that? That pulse flashing? Watch it again. That is what is called a dielectric lens that is pulsing a directed energy beam at me right now. See that? Right here. Directed energy beam.
And I'm being targeted right now. Look at the pulses coming.
Right here. Right here. Look at this, okay? See this light? You're going to see it pulsing on and off.
Watch this.
Right here.
There they go. Now they're pulsing. See them?
There you're going to see this creature or humanoid, whatever it is. These are trees. Right here's a tree. Right here's a tree. Right here's a tree. Right here's a tree. This is just the neighbor's lights shining through the spaces in between the trees because my neighbor's house is way back here and these are all massive evergreen trees and the light was shining through. Now let's watch. And we're going to increase the scale so you can see it. You see the pulsive flashing of lights, of course, but watch right here. Okay, because this thing's about to walk out. There it is. Now look it. It never touches the ground except for like these little dangly things that are hanging down where if you looked in those previous vids, those things had these various like arms all over the place. Okay, let's keep watching. It never touches the ground, but you see a leg like right there. It literally goes from this tree to that tree without even touching the ground. See it rocking back and forth as I move it back and forth? Okay, look, here it is. He's got this little piece here, but he's got like one leg here, maybe an arm here. That would be his head. and then we hit play. Let it go, because we're going to increase it in size and everything so you can get a better look at it. Now let's watch as we enlarge it here. Here he is. Boom. I'm going to back it up a little. Okay, you see, look, it just goes from one side of the tree. This is the tree here. This is the other tree. Watch it move its leg across. And it just goes without touching the ground. You know how huge that must be? Has to be massive. I will break out the measuring tape for you guys so that you could see it. Now let's just let it play and watch what I did here. I moved it back and forth so you could watch it. Notice how it never touches the ground here. It literally scaled the tree from tree to tree. That thing has to be huge. I mean massive. Whatever it is. Do you see that? How that just scaled from one tree to the other. And those trees are many feet apart. And then as it goes across, it goes all the way in. And then once it gets to the end, it blocks that light. Now we enlarge it a little more. Here it comes. You see that? Okay, this would be like its head. Here's a tree. Here's a tree. Let's back it up. It never touches the ground. See? This is the light coming through. Now let's hit play and watch. It doesn't touch the ground. It just scales from tree to tree and then goes across. Then you see it right here going across, and then it's going to wind up right there and block out the light, but we move it backwards so that you can see it again as it's traveling from this tree now to this tree, going right across, okay? And I'm moving it back and forth so you can see the shadow going across right there. Okay, this is the largest we made it. Now watch this, okay? See it go across? This was while I was outside, and it stopped right, it stops right over here on my side of the property and right in front of my tree the entire time I was out there for another 25 minutes to a half hour. Let's keep watching. Now we speed it up so you can start to get a look at how quickly this thing just maneuvered across the trees, and then once it gets there, look, everything turns black because it's now covering that spot of the tree where light was piercing through. So this thing was literally standing there on my side of the property while I was out there that night on the 15th. It was a full moon. Okay, see, let's watch it go as it goes back and forth here. Wrapping up the footage. I just want you to get a good look at how quickly this thing scales and moves and then stops. Look at it go. Look at, see that? Okay, right here, look at, you got one leg there, other leg there, arm there, and a head. Let's keep watching. See it go, how quickly it does it, and then I slow it down. Incredible. Guys, I look forward to seeing you real soon. I wanted to get the footage out, not the video I wanted to do, but you'll see me real soon. I look forward to seeing you. Have a wonderful Sunday evening. Much love from my family to yours. Take care.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day,